This video is sponsored by RJ. If you also want to sponsor a video, please be sure to join my Discord server. The link will be in the comment section below, and let's begin with the video. Anos versus Jenemba. A confrontation between two of the most powerful and hacked-out demons in fiction. Who wins? What's up guys, it's Drip Sauce, and if you're new to the channel, please take a second to like and subscribe and turn on the notification buttons so you never miss a single upload. To answer the question of who wins between these titans, we first have to look at their greatest feats. Anos is extremely powerful, scaling above the likes of the Silver Sea, which is stated to have more than 99 layers, with each layer effectively being infinitely larger than the last. As beings capable of destroying infinite worlds in a higher layer can't even destroy a ship in a deeper layer, implying that the layers of the Silver Sea have a hierarchical system, with each layer having a reality over fiction transcendent over the last. Anos has the ability to move and stop time, and was even able to dodge a spear that was stated to be a trans-dimensional spear that transcends space and time. Anos can regenerate from virtually any attack, as even being completely destroyed is not able to put him down. This is due to the fact that Anos can effectively regenerate his entire body from his source, which is an abstract concept which constitutes a being's personality that lies deeper than the body, mind, and soul. As long as Anos' abstract source still exists, he can effectively regenerate from any damage done to his physical body. Anos' trump card is a sword called Voldigoad, which is stated to be able to destroy even principles themselves. This sword defies all form of reason and can destroy a target no matter how tough, infinite, or eternal it is. It doesn't even have to hit its target to inflict damage, nor does it even need to be wielded by Anos. The sword can slice through dimensions, as well as the only reason it allows is the destruction of its wielder's enemies. However, this sword can only be used near the castle Voldigoad, likely due to the fact that the goddess of destruction, Abernu, is sealed in there. However, Anos can summon the castle with origin magic, but this takes a huge amount of magic energy, more magic energy than any other spell in his arsenal, and the duration of summoning the castle actually takes around 5 minutes. Anos also has the magic eyes of destruction, which can terminate any target in Anos' sight, including their mind and magic itself. It can even put people to sleep for at least a day. These eyes also act as anti-magic, and it seemingly automatically destroys any powers that attempt to affect him. Anos would scale to hyperversa with immeasurable speed, with a buttload of hacks like high godly regeneration and immortality type 8, as well as the ability to fly and harm basically anyone with his sword. How would Jenemba even be able to compete with these stats? Jenemba is a demon born from all the evil thoughts in hell itself, with it being stated to be evil gas. However, we know this is an actual gas that corresponds to physical matter, because Otherworld is stated to be a non-physical place, as well as the evil souls who constitute this flow of dark energy. He is verbatim stated to be a being formed from evil ideas and pure darkness, meaning he's formed from literal, abstract, and non-physical concepts in the afterlife, making him a living conceptual being, which would ultimately grant him abstract existence. In base form, Jenemba is able to warp the eternal laws of the afterlife, and it's even stated that he was warping the interdimensional fluid that separates the afterlife from the living world, making it possible for souls to escape. Jenemba shows even more reality warping, as he creates portals that allow him to attack Goku in a place without the concept of space and time, which essentially means he's creating conceptual portals. Jenemba can materialize multiple clones of himself from the literal, abstract, and conceptual afterlife, and can even create a perfect copy of Goku that mimics his exact power and attacks. Super Jenemba is far more powerful than his base form, as he's able to match a post-Buu Saga Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who shakes the afterlife by transforming alone. And Super Saiyan 3 is stated in a Guide to multiply Goku's power infinitely, with the same Goku transforming into Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, having his energy being able to be felt from the afterlife itself, with the afterlife being stated to be a heavenly land that transcends dimensions that cannot be perceived from the human world, beyond the concept of time, being metaphysically separated from reality. Goku would also scale on the same order of magnitude as Majin Buu, who was stated to be capable of bringing about the end of the otherworld and destroy the universe itself in a poof, with Goku needing energy from the otherworld itself just to defeat him with the universal spirit bomb. Jenemba would scale above the likes of Cooler, who with Goku are able to move inside instant transmission in a place that is stated to be beyond time itself. There is a subspace in Dragon Ball which contains a Super Roku space and a hyperbolic time chamber, which Goku falls into while Kibito Kai is teleporting. This place is a subspace that is devoid of the concepts of space and time, and is where characters enter when they are teleporting. This is likely why teleportation in Dragon Ball is considered instantaneous. It would be a higher level of speed than characters who already move beyond the concept of distance and time, since it can be accessed even in terms of power, in a realm called the World of Void, which is devoid of the concept of space and time as well, meaning this place would most likely be infinitely transcendent over constructs like the World of Void. Since Goku's movement is considered instantaneous and infinitely faster than anyone below the level of instant transmission, this would be the case. Jenemba is able to dematerialize his body and rematerialize it back in order to catch Goku off guard. He shows even more reality warping as he creates more portals to defect Goku's attacks, and even uses his sword to cut through his strange jelly beans that actually absorb energy attacks, meaning his sword isn't necessarily energy based. This sword is actually also capable of inflicting damage to an opponent without even touching them. Jenemba is basically the soul of a child who absorbed all the evil from the soul cleansing machine. Souls in Dragon Ball are implied to be immortal and cannot be killed at all, so they are immortal abstract beings, and yet Jenemba's attacks can actually threaten to kill Goku, who was a soul as well, meaning not only do his attacks function at an abstract level, but it can also kill immortal beings on that level as well, with the only way to put Jenemba down being a technique that can actually destroy evil itself, created by the angel born in hell, Gogeta. Jenemba would scale the outer versal with immeasurable to irrelevant speed, with hacks like portal creation, conceptual durability negation, duplication, reality manipulation, abstract existence, perfect duplicate creation, with immortality type 5, 7, and possibly even 10. Anos will not survive an encounter with Jenemba. Jenemba is much faster, much stronger, and has the exact type of hacks used to destroy people like Anos. Jenemba wins. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment on your thoughts, and subscribe and share to your friends. Alright, Chris Sauce out.